You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your weekly GH Prediction Edition. As always, all of my predictions are firmly rooted in existing known official spoilers, but this is where I think these storylines are going. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. I hope I'm right more than I'm wrong, and I definitely love to hear your feedback on where you think these storylines are going. So I've got 3 sizzling predictions. One is for Ava and Mason, another is for Michael and Nina, and the third is for Selina Wu and Cyrus Renault. Let's dig into all these, and if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates, spoilers, and news. So my first prediction is that Ava Jerome gets the better of Mason Gatlin. So this spoiler is based on one for this coming Tuesday, October 17th. It says that Ava Jerome is in danger. Plus, there was an article in the Soap magazine about this that gave a little more detail, but not the outcome. So it's the outcome that I'm going to talk about. Mason hauls Ava away from that dank basement up in Pawtuck and takes her out to the edge of a cliff where he's waiting for a call from Cyrus Renault to tell him, yep, go ahead, kill her, shove her off the edge for betraying them to Sonny. So on the drive over, Ava tries flirting with him. She tries bargaining with him. She tries all of her usual mind games, but he keeps on taking her out, and it's very clear that she is about to meet her maker. But then Cyrus calls and tells Mason, go ahead and let her go. And I am betting that Austin Gatlin Holt bargained with Cyrus and said he would stay under his thumb, keep doing what he asks if he would spare Ava's life. That's my best guess right now of why Cyrus would change his mind. But Mason is mad when he gets that phone call. This is confirmed. This is a little bit of the details from the spoilers in the magazine. So Mason is worried, and this is from the article, that he will be offed by Sonny for kidnapping his baby mama because he is certain that Ava will tattle just like she did last time. And the article says that Mason decides to go ahead and push back on the orders and just kill her anyway, so there's not a witness to what he has done. So that's the end of the confirmed info. Here is my prediction part. So what I wonder is if we are finally going to get the big bad B that we all know that Ava is. You know, she's a murderer in her own right. She has taken lives. I mean, heck, she nearly killed Nicholas for threatening her daughter. I would love it if Ava flips that lady mobster switch back on, turns the tables, and drop kicks that lollipop-loving psycho right off the side of the cliff. If she does, maybe he'll wind up a rotting corpse alongside the bones of fellow psycho Nell Benson, who Carly watched drop off a cliff a few years ago. Wouldn't that be great? Well, we'll see how it works out. All right, our second prediction is that Michael is going to delay taking action against Nina for at least another full week. So we saw this last Friday, Michael appeared to get a name on his phone call, but we don't know if he did for sure or what name it was. The only name that viewers heard the guy say was Martin Gray. But with Martin's name in hand, Michael already knows that the Silver Fox attorney works for Valentine because Michael has had to deal with him before on Valentine's behalf. So right away, he has to know when he hears the name Martin, Valentine might be in play. And Michael may or may not know that Nina also uses his services. So we still don't know if he's going to get a name, what name he's going to get. But I think, you know, he is going to eventually get Nina's name if he didn't already get it from the guy. All we saw on Friday was a whole lot of glaring, but I don't trust General Hospital editing. They like to trick us. Monday, we're going to know for sure what name he's got in his head. I definitely suspect and hope that this storyline is going to end soon, but not as soon as you're probably going to want. I think it's going to be week after next. All right. So based on the confirmed spoilers, Michael's not going to take action just yet. So I think the reason, and I'm going to tell you the spoilers, but the reason that I think that he's not going to take action right away is because Michael doesn't want to fly off the handle. He wants to be intentional and he wants to make a smart choice about what to do. Remember, Michael planned so far ahead to get payback on Sonny for hurting Carly. He hired Dex. He embedded him in Sonny's organization with the plan to get info to send his adoptive father to prison. That was a kind of slow burn plan that was going to take months and months and months. And that's how Michael thinks, you know? He's not a rash action guy. He's a plotter. So I suspect that Michael will likewise carefully deliberate how he wants to use this info. He wants Drew out of prison, but knowing that Nina ratted them out isn't going to help on that front. So the spoilers for Monday the 16th say that Michael decides to be underhanded. I take that to mean that he's not going to come at Nina directly, okay? And then spoilers for the following week that start October 23rd, which is the week that November Sweeps actually begins, say that Michael struggles with the decision. So no, I don't think he's going to take any sort of action until the week of the 23rd when Sweeps kicks in. I'm not certain that he's going to take aim directly at breaking up his father's marriage. I think he's more concerned about saving Drew and getting revenge on Carly's behalf. He could blackmail Nina. He could threaten Nina. He can leverage this info against Nina in so many ways, but I just don't think he'll fly off the handle. I think he will resist that temptation. He could keep this secret for a while. I hope he doesn't, but he could manipulate and control Nina to his heart's content because I imagine she would do almost anything, probably literally anything, to keep this ugly secret hidden. I know some of you disagreed with me that the fallout would wait until November Sweeps, but remember, that's just a little more than a week away. Sweep starts in late October, and based on these confirmed spoilers, I think that's when it's going to play out. So we will wait and see, and we're going to see how clever that he will be. Our last prediction is about Selina and whether she will conspire with recently released Cyrus Renault. On Friday, we saw horrible Cyrus saunter out of Pentonville, a free man, thanks to testimony from his flunky Austin and his other flunky, the warden, who is leaving town soon. And I bet he's not going to wait a minute to start stirring the pot in Port Charles. And of course, we already know that Cyrus is no fan of Sonny's, and he also desperately wanted info on Sonny's dealings with pikemen. That also tells us that Cyrus is not the head of the pikeman group. He is, however, controlling the Pawtuck hillbilly mob and plotting bigger things. On Monday, October 23rd, newlywed Sonny confronts Selina Wu. That's a confirmed spoiler. And I imagine that things are going to get nasty. First, she's trying to ruin Curtis Ashford's business, the Savoy, because he won't sell it to her. And Sonny likes Curtis. But second, and the bigger bone he has to pick with her, is how Selina kind of low-key targeted Sasha Gilmore. She let Gladys rack up big losses at her poker table, then scared the crap out of Gladys so that she would steal from Sasha, and Selina absolutely knew that she was stealing from Sasha to pay her gambling debts. And then she let Gladys keep on playing and losing. And remember, Selina is the one who introduced Gladys to creepy Dr. Montague at the gambling table, and he did vile things to Sasha and was actually trying to kill her before Cody broke in and handed his butt to him. So I imagine that Sonny is going to make threats to Selina and may tell her that she needs to leave Port Charles or else. She's not going to go, of course. And now there's this bigger criminal element on the loose, and that's Cyrus Renault. And you know what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Imagine how terrifying it would be if Cyrus and Selina started working together. They might make an alliance and target Sonny and agree to get rid of him and then split up all the Port Charles criminal activities between the two of them so they each have a slice, and all they have to do to make that happen is to take down the head of the Corinthos cartel. Do you think they could pull it off? I don't think they could, but I do think they would try. All right, those are our 3 predictions for the week. Definitely drop your comments on whether you agree or disagree. I love both opinions, and how you think these storylines are going to go. Click a like if you enjoyed our weekly prediction edition, and definitely please click subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for talking soaps with me. I love chatting with you guys every single day about our favorite soap operas. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.